back to another race in the Truck Series Enhanced Performance League. And this week, according to one of our co-broadcasters who thinks it's still 2008, we are at Infineon, or currently known as Sonoma. Speaking of fellow broadcasters who are here tonight, this broadcaster still thinks it's 2008. This guy also drives the 34 car in the Cup Series currently. He's well known for driving the 11 and also being a Martinsville merchant. Big Jim, welcome.
Martinsville merchant. I kind of like that.
And the other guy is a little less known. I believe he drives an Xfinity right now. Those Rush guys swapping rides every week, feels like. He's most well known, I think, honestly, for being a Cardinals fan. Slick.
That is facts, and thank you. And yes, RFK is switched, but I'm actually in the Cup Series. Actually, that got announced yesterday. Yeah, I'm trying to remember my days because But yeah, anyway, this should be an interesting race. As we're at Infineon since we're going back to 2008, so.
Well, there's that. While we're here in the trucks, let's talk about some things. So, last week we were at Eldora, the Dirt Derby, probably one of the most anticipated races of the year. And one of the most anticipated and talked about drivers that are in this season because of how young and good he is. A small NASCAR fan. Covered himself for being a little inconsistent, ninth in points, and got it done in Eldora. But with Dalator running his last race and firstinating the field. So, Slick, since you watched it, what were your thoughts on Eldora?
Yeah, Eldora was very interesting. I mean, again, being a dirt track, I mean, you had guys like Small, Logan, Shake, Ghost, all running in the top 5, top 10. Then you had guys running in the back just didn't have the right car. But Small, very very nice win for Small last week. As he, not saying he needed it, but it's a good win because now he's top 10 in points and doesn't really have to worry about anyone passing him for a playoff spot. So it was a very interesting race last week.
Yeah, Small proved last week that there is no situation too big for a small NASCAR fan. But as of right now, since we've covered last week, and I think we still have just a skosh of time, I can very quickly go over truck points. Looks like after Eldora, Logan Ames still held on the lead. Jake had a little bit of a rough race, looking like he might take it early, but he didn't. Nate, the best, is in third right now. Secure the Perks in fourth. Brian's in fifth. Siggins in sixth. Small moved all the way up to seventh that win. Movements in eighth. Terrell the Phantom's in ninth. And Captain Dead Dad is now in the playoffs. I don't know if he was last week, but yeah, he was not. He was in 11th last week, so Captain Dead Dad moving into the playoffs after last week. So I guess, Jim, since I'm asking the first question, take us through your thoughts on the Trucks playoffs right now.
Yeah, I haven't actually gotten to watch too much Truck Series action this season. Been pretty busy, but I do know that it's been a very nice showing for small NASCAR fan as of late. He showed up at the last couple of racetracks, and he's put on some good finishes for himself and for his team. Also know that Shake and Bake is strong as always, so he's always someone to look out for. And I didn't know Logan Aim is he's Xfinity, right?
No, he's Trucks.
Logan Aim last season was in Xfinity. He had a breakout season.
Last season.
This season he switched to Trucks.
Yeah, so Logan's pretty fast in Xfinity, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him make some noise here in the Trucks. Especially, I think road courses especially. I think he'll be pretty fast.
Yeah, Logan has really aimed for high aspirations this season after last season's remarkable season for him. But I don't believe we've been told to join, have we?
Yes, we have.
I believe Joker has pinged us in the Discord, and we are good to join.
We're blue screen for a second as I join. And we're off blue screen.
But
Go ahead.
yeah, going back to Logan, he's been very consistent, which being consistent is key if you don't get wins. So he's had a really strong year in that 20 truck.
Yeah, but as you mentioned, that's if you don't get wins. You still want to be safer rather than sorry.
Yeah, as we are green. So it looks like Sikkim is really out
Yeah,
to a lead already. I believe, who is that?
already
Oh,
in the carousel.
the three of always Eric hot seating coming down from Xfinity, running P2. You've got Mac or DJ McMoo 75. Recently got a truck ride this week, so good start for him in that 22 machine as Shake goes by him as we are coming down the little backstretch here.
Oh,
Yeah,
lag from the 10.
People in the GMS camp have been talking about Sikkim's laps all week. They're very impressed. I'm going to be as non-biased as possible. I've seen Sikkim be the fastest and mess up a lot of races too. Obviously, I'm hoping he gets it done eventually, but sometimes,
Oh,
you
big
just need to learn to go with the
punch.
They are going like 3-4 wide back here for like fourth. This is getting very interesting. Very tight racing here.
I think that's Glizzy who got into the back of small NASCAR or someone back there, and he moved himself up to, it looks like,
Oh,
fourth.
I
as Martin's
believe,
hit the wall in the
yeah.
straightaway.
As it kind of got a little bit of a big, maybe about 10 cars or so, all kind of jumbled in positions right now. As the top three have kind of, Shake and Bake, I think, got loose into the sand, and Glizzy and Always Eric are going to take advantage of that.
Got a lot of people in the field. 20 trucks. Oh, huge send. Kenny LaFleur just killed somebody. Oh,
And
no.
Kenny is, I think he killed the 52 and the 17. I'm not quite sure, but I think that, yeah, the 17's got some front end damage to that Ford.
The 18 mile
Oh,
also got involved.
then he plows into the back of the 44 truck.
Man.
Oh, 44 around. Who is the 44? That is, let's see.
The 44
Oh, that is Jake. That is
Here they're
Jake.
fighting now, or Code Red do.
Also a broadcaster up here in the booth. As Jake is, I think he's got some damage because that truck is not looking like it's handling the way it was.
Yeah, I don't know if you're getting it on your screen, but on my screen, his front end looks more like a tin boat, and I can kind of see his radiator, which is typically not a good sign.
Yeah, yeah, I see what you mean. Is his front end is killed. As anyway, we go back to, let's see, we got a battle between the 13 of, I believe that is Jack, and the O2 of Small.
That is Jack. And then he's got Nate right behind him. Those three, they're looking like they're just outside of the top 10. But they're racing hard. You wouldn't think that they're outside the top 10 the way they're sending it on each other.
Yep. Then you've also got your points through to Logan Aim. Back here, I think he's outside the top 10 right now. Maybe running about 13th, 14th. Not quite sure on track because we don't have a leaderboard, but not inside the top 10 at the moment. Or he might be, actually. I think he is inside the top 10.
You'd think for it being this early in the race, there wouldn't be so many sends, but clearly, these drivers, they just don't care right now.
Oh, the 10 truck just completely lagged right there. We got another side-by-side between the 16 of Dead Dad and the O2 of Small and Jack again.
It's getting
16
close.
16 got on the curb there and went on two wheels for... You got 4 cars all underneath a blanket for, I believe this is like, I don't know, 7th, 6th, something like that.
Couldn't tell you.
Impossible to tell because Sikkim's running the Sikkim expedition.
Couldn't tell you.
Out in front by a Narnia. Nobody's...
He's putting in a lot of practice for this speed. You know better than anybody that Sikkim
Yeah.
has put in a lot of practice on these road courses. And he was good before. We saw him at Mid-Ohio, had a very fast car. And there was some Canadian that just kind of stole that one from him. We'll kind of just skip past that, though.
um. Anyway, let's see. Is there any? Oh, the 24 of Always Marner gets into the sand or the gravel. He's gonna lose a couple spots as he loses a spot to That's a Terrorist and the 22 of DJ.
Yeah, Marner, 15th in points. Yeah, we all kind of thought he would do a little bit better this season than he has. You know, last season he was a points leader at a point in time. This season, right now, he's very far out of the playoffs, so he's going to need to be who he used to be a little bit, and hopefully he picks up some consistency and a win somewhere. But right now, he's just not himself.
I think I definitely expect Marner to be fighting for a playoff spot here in the next couple weeks. He's got to get some good finishes though if he wants to make that happen, especially with guys in front of him like Dead Dad and all those other guys in front of him.
For sure.
I'm trying to find our stream. It's on Twitch. It's Captain Dead Dad, but I've got to find it.
I'm currently on it right now. I'm waiting for him to come around so I can give you guys a lap counter. He's currently just about to hit that start-finish line.
It's the 52 and the 16. Oh, they're making contact up into turn 1.
There's 5 to go in stage 1. We
They're-
do stages road courses now.
52 and the 16 were beating and banging heading into turn 1.
Toyota teammates. Oh, Kenny. He's driving hard right now. One of the more experienced road course racers in the field. But obviously not ready, not used to driving a truck.
Yeah, as he drives down there in the Xfinity, so a little bit of a different as truck, Xfinity, and Cup all drive completely differently compared to each other. But
And Small, you'll have people that are, big road course fans that do not like Sonoma. Just the way the physics work here and the long straightaways, it's very easy to just get loose anywhere you are. And, just on straightaways, just getting off the gas, trying to get down into a corner, very easy to lose the front end of the car.
It could be the easiest corner in the whole track, and you could get loose and spin. That's how Sonoma and Heat 5 physics work. In this
21 off the racing line right there. That is not the preferred racing line through the grass. And Kenny's going to take advantage. Go for 2 for 1 in one corner.
That is the 99 of... Oh, who's the 99 again? I got to go find
The
him.
99 is now Mr. Hex, and
Mr.
21
Hex.
is
Dank.
Mr. Dank.
Yeah, Dank. Mr. Dank is... He's got... Now he's got dead... He's got Dead Dad and Jack behind him now. They're all kind of in a little bit... Oh, I think Dead Dad might have gotten loose there. Yeah, sure did. 15 and the 13 are going to take advantage of that. At least Nate's going to try to... Oh, the touch! Almost. Good job saving it, though.
Look at that.
Oh, Hex.
Crossover move. Hex save it again.
A lot of guys struggling with the handling of their car or their trucks. I thought that maybe since this is the truck series, they have a lot less horsepower than the Cup cars and the Xfinity cars. Maybe they'd be a little more planted, but these guys are testing the limits early.
I got to be honest. We just talked about Kenny, about how he's having a rough race, and I swear to God, this is the third truck he's passed the last three quarters of a lap.
Yep. I reverse commentator jinxed it.
Reverse commentator. Normally we're jinxing the leader and when they wreck we jinx them. But that time we gave Kenny some good luck though. So
he's made a couple passes here. And it looks like this time he's gonna have to sell behind Small NASCAR.
Well, I think he's gonna make a move entering this corner, knowing Kenny.
Oh, Dead Dad got into. I believe they made contact.
Ooh. Small NASCAR fan being aggressive. I like it. Small NASCAR fan got a win, earned his way in the playoffs, got a little chip on his shoulder, showing skilled guys like Kenny you won't back down.
Yeah, Kenny is a call down, so. Ooh, little contact.
Yeah, you got a couple guys running hot seats. You got the 3 of Always Eric, also drives the 16 in Xfinity, and you've got Kenny as well. So a couple of hot seat guys from the Xfinity series coming down here to race with them truck guys.
I'm surprised Eric did this race, considering he's gonna be up at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning practicing Mid Ohio. But you know, I guess he does what he can.
Oh, when I said Sikkim was doing well, I probably said Mid-Ohio. I meant Canadian Tire.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jack into the sand. I don't know what he might have gotten loose, but Jack's gonna lose a couple spots to the 45 of H Wicks. No, he's gonna battle him back side by side heading down the straightaway. And let's see if Jack can. Jack is going to clear him, so he gets back past that 45.
While I have a moment to say this, if you're wondering, Sikkim just crossed the line for 2 to go in stage 1, and he is
What?
still in Narnia compared to where the rest of the field is.
Geez, Sikkim has a big lead. My
This
Jason
is
Cole is playing in the flowers.
He's playing in the flowers.
Yeah,
As
he's got it going again.
we have a side-by-side battle between Small and Dank, and the 15 is also into this battle as well. That is Nate, being in that 15 truck for, part of the RFK stable.
Did you see Dank right there just kind of park the bus going into turn 1? Like, he let off the gas very early to make sure he wasn't going to get sent on.
Nate the best, trying to show why he's the best.
Oh, they make contact!
Moves Dank.
Boy, being a road course, these guys are being really aggressive. Being a road course, you
That was a
normally really
Fox
don't
moment.
see.
I completely went off the camera on that battle.
That's Fox when they go to a commercial and a big wreck
Oh.
happens. But
Almost saw somebody die. That's just E5 servers for you.
there's another battle between the 22 and the 10 back here. So that's a terrace is experiencing lag issues.
Yeah, I think this is the debut for DJ McMew, correct?
Yes, I'm pretty sure earlier in the week he got a truck ride. So pretty nice debut so far from that 22 truck. Replacing Dalator's. Dalator raced his last race last week at Eldora.
Hey, that's music to DJ's ears. He's got a Hennessy ride now and he's ready to race.
Yeah, no damage on his truck so far, keeping it clean so far.
Yeah. Let's try to find some sort of battle. They're all kind of spread out right now.
Sikkim is on the last lap of the stage, so luckily, if you're a little bored of the spread outness, won't be spread out for much longer.
Well, the 22 and the 10 are just going at it right now don't know what position this is because we don't have a leaderboard, unfortunately, but the 10 got on 2 wheels there coming off of the hill.
Just to say as an in-depth comparison, I talked to Shake and Sikkim pre-race. Shake was in the 134s, praying that he was going to get in the 133s eventually, and Sikkim was talking about pushing it into the 132s. So,
moving.
if Sikkim is that much faster than Shake, then this field's in a lot of trouble.
The 24 of Marner up ahead of these two gets loose and into the sand, and he's going to lose the spot to the 10 of that's a terrace and possibly even the 22. Kind of got 3 cars under a blanket right here as they enter the last couple turns.
Oh, is he going to get the power down? He might be able to hold the 22.
Keep your foot in it. Keep your foot in it.
Side by side, Marner's going to get it, just barely, though. That's going to end the stage.
Yeah.
Nice little
Sikkim.
battle there from Sikkim has been the truck to beat so far, but don't count out Always Eric either. I mean, he's really good at road courses as well.
And he's putting in a lot of laps for this one as well.
All right. Hopefully I can get the order here in a second. The stream that we're basing it off of is 30 seconds behind, on top of the fact that he was 40 seconds behind Sikkim. Sikkim is first, Eric is second, Shake and Bake's third, Glizzy Wagons is fourth. That's interesting.
Okay.
That's a Terrace in fifth. That battle was for sixth. Marner got it over DJ McMoo at a second.
McMill.
DJ McMew in his series debut.
Logan Aim is aiming for 8th right now, hopefully a little higher than that with his aspirations.
Aiming for the way, yeah.
I haven't seen enough movement, that's why he's in 9th, and Kenny LaFleur hot seating is in 10th.
Oh, the 99 of Hex.
And Mr. Hex doesn't know what the X button is.
Well, Hex is gonna lead him back to green, as I'm pretty sure he forgot to pit, but he's gonna lead him into turn 1 with Sikkim in second. Eric making it 3 wide for the lead, going up into turn. I forget what turn this is, but that turn. Yeah.
And here, ooh.
So there we go. I found that.
That's really gonna benefit Shake and Bake, able to get up to second out of that.
Wow, Shake and Bake. Look at that 10 truck. If that's a Terrace, has moved up into 4th. Oh, now. Well, never mind. Now back down to like 6th. As Glizzy's trying to get underneath of the 3 of Always Eric. Oh, 3 gets. Oh, Logan Aim battling. There's like a 5. Oh, they might go 4 wide at one point. You got movement in this battle. You've got the 99, the 24, the 20, the 10. They're all bunched up back here.
I was getting nervous because it looked like Shake kind of neck-coated sent Sikkim in the carousel. That's
the 15! What a run by the 15 entering that turn. How about Nate making the when them two are battling, he makes it work and it pays off.
Nate shows off why he's the best 125 times over.
Now Nate's gonna battle the 99 of Mr. Hex.
I don't really know what Hex's strategy here is.
I don't know if he took 2 or stayed out, but he's been able to. I think that was the 4 of movement that just sent the 15 truck. My gosh.
Wow.
Boy, I tell you, these restarts right now, they are really aggressive on these restarts.
He wasn't seeing enough movement. He had to send it.
So we got speed with the over here with all the drivers, but
you know who fell back in all of that? I'm pretty sure he made his way up into the top 10 before the stage break is Kenny. I don't know if he got sent up out of the groove or something, but he's back there behind his teammate.
I haven't seen Kenny as I think he got shuffled back on that restart. Yeah, he's
there's a spot from small.
Now he's back
movement.
Movement.
And as per usual, when we talk about Kenny LaFleur, he just
don't jinx. Now we're gonna jinx Kenny now.
Yeah, now you're actually gonna jinx him. Start talking about him doing well. That will be.
And as per usual, every time we diss Kenny LaFleur, he does an average of 2 passes per lap. So, eventually, if you keep talking about him, he'll just win the race.
Oh, the 3 around, always Eric around. The
he must be ghosted.
Around. I don't know what exactly happened to Always Eric. Might have hit an apron or hit a glitch, but he goes from, I believe, 2nd or 3rd to about now behind all these guys.
He's always Eric, but his internet isn't always great. So.
Damn. As Marner looking to that's Captain Dead Dad making a pass on the 13 of Jack.
Yeah, and because of Dead Dad's stream, I know this is a battle for 11th. So Kenny
Sikkim still leads, but Shake is somewhat trying to reel him in for that lead.
Yeah, another thing Shake told me in this practice is he feels more comfortable chasing. Kind of like that thing they talk about real life, how you feel faster chasing the rabbit, so to speak. Well, Shake really likes having Sikkim as a rabbit, per se. He really likes being able to chase him down and see what he's doing and see where he gains and loses time and if he can adjust his line. So maybe after a couple stages of that, he'll finally get whatever hint he needs and be able to put in that pace.
I think we just had another mistake from Eric. He just lost another 2 spots right there.
He was battling Kenny, and I believe he may have gotten loose and lost a couple spots. But Yeah, with Eric's mistake, that's moved Glizzy in the 38 up to third, and that's a terrorist up into fourth.
Yeah,
And then
Eric
it's kind of a little bit of a gap back to fifth place.
Eric at a point in time was second place, and now he's 13th, racing with guys who were in the dirt, hitting cones. It's not ideal.
As the two
Oh,
Xfinity guys go at it, Kenny LaFleur and always Eric.
preview of tomorrow? Question mark.
Possibly, yes. Oh, Kenny, I tried to send it. Oh, now they make contact. Coming out of the last turn across the start-finish line. Kenny's gonna pass always Eric for now. We'll see if he gets him back here heading up into turn one. Oh, he's trying to look. Oh, they almost touch. Small is also slowly climbing his way into this battle as well.
Yeah, we saw Small race hard with Kenny earlier. I wonder if there's anything left over from that battle.
Man, Captain is not giving his teammate any room. He's going to knock him off the racetrack a little bit.
Oh.
That's going to be an interesting team meeting on Monday.
As I look at this 17 truck, he was involved in a incident early in stage one. He's rebounded back to, I believe he's running inside the top 12, I believe, at the moment.
So Captain
my.
did that himself at 11th. Those are actually 3 wide for 12 right
Oh,
now.
they're
It's a
3
Noma.
wide. What? Jesus.
Oh, my word.
They are 3 wide. I never thought I would see
Kenny and Captain are still side by side, y'all.
Wow, what a battle between these two. This is...
Oh, Captain off to the grass.
Oh, they're gonna almost go 4. Whoa, my... This is...
Ooh.
I've never thought I would see this type of... Oh, small
smart.
into the wall.
And we're 3 wide everywhere.
I never thought I would see this much crazy racing at Sonoma in the truck series.
Big gain right there for Eric, though. Able to get through the crap again.
I say it most often at Gateway. I can't believe we're giving it at Sonoma. It's time for a classic game of punt, folks.
As tough break for Small as he hit the wall, exiting the last couple corners, and that's gonna really maybe not hurt him too bad, but gonna
quite a bit of left side damage. He did hit that wall pretty hard. This is ruthless back here.
Just ruthless.
Yeah, Small has now.
Oh my goodness, the 21 just took the 22 for a joyride.
Oh my god! This is gonna be very interesting in team meetings with some of
Dank has called it.
I don't know if that was I don't know exactly what happened, but the 22 and the 21 just basically said, alright, well, we're just gonna take each other out.
Yeah, that's
that was quite the send. It looked like it could be wrong because I saw 2 red trucks, but it looked like Dank might have gotten in there about
Small.
5 car lengths too fast going into the carousel and took out the 22.
From my
Small
point of
got
view,
loose.
Unbiased point of view, it literally looks like Dank sent that truck into another truck and then left.
Yep. I mean, the leaving part is going to be hard to appeal. Like, that does look guilty, but at the same time, it looked like a racing incident to start.
I wasn't watching, but it could have, that's an interesting corner to reckon. I mean, going down that downhill section, you can get loose. I mean, I've seen guys all day get loose, but that's very interesting.
If that is sent in incident report, it's going to be very hard to win that appeal.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Sikkim expedition's still going on, folks. He hasn't been challenged. Shake and Bake is, I don't know. He's fast. Don't get me wrong. These truck drivers are fast, but Sikkim is just sickening on him right now. No pun intended. I mean, he's gone.
As the 15 of Nate is catching up to the 10 truck for I believe that is third. If I'm
I
not
mean, you are
wrong.
right. That is an 8, and that is not near third. Like it's.
Yeah, I can promise you that's not for third.
Oh yeah, never mind. So hard to tell with chucks
It
everywhere.
would be great to have a leaderboard. I
Might be.
don't know that 704
Yeah,
just never wanted to give us a leaderboard in the like 12 years that we had this same rendition of a game. We never got a leaderboard. They tried once and they
as
failed miserably.
you
Might be
Small's
30
gonna
seconds back,
pit.
but it's definitely not for third.
Small's gonna bring her down pit road possibly for probably that damage when he hit the wall.
That and as well, I don't know if this is a very good strategy, but I think since we know now that Hex stayed out at the end of the stage, last stage, it's 3 to go in this stage. Do you think flipping the stages is possible?
Oh, movement is also under pit road as well. So,
I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but
I mean, it is a road course, and you can work the strategy game. It just, I guess it would depend on what the guys in front of you would
What
do.
is the camera doing?
I mean, with how far Sikkim is in front of Shake, if you're gonna beat him or have a chance anywhere near him, you're gonna need to do something different.
I
You
mean,
can't.
we saw what Hex did at the end of stage one, and he hung with Sikkim for like a couple corners, and then Sikkim pulled.
As Larry McReynolds says, if you're gonna follow the leader, you're still just gonna end up following the leader. At some point in time, if you want to beat the leader somehow, even if he's significantly faster, you gotta do something different. So maybe this is Small's way of doing something different.
You've got Logan Aim about to cross the start-finish line. Pretty sure Logan's running in the top 10, so another good day for the points leader, Logan Aim.
Yeah. Logan Aim, as we mentioned, had a solid season in Xfinity last year. Went down to trucks by choice, pretty sure. And he's having a great season again, so who knows?
It's the 15 and the 10, or 15 is still trying to get around that 10 truck. Can't quite get to the back bumper, though.
FYI, we are at 2 to go in this stage. So it's going to come to an end soon. Actually, a little surprised that stages 1 and 2 were exactly the same amount of laps. Usually Heat 5, that's not the case. Whether it's different by 1 lap or multiple. But in this race, first 2 stages are about 20 laps, and the rest of the race is about 24.
Very interesting by I guess the laps for a truck race it's normal.
Oh, Kenny, hold on to it. Okay, Kenny got loose coming out of the 2 hairpins, or the double hairpin. Able to save it, but he is going to lose 2 spots out of it. But these guys are getting really loose, and Kenny has lost it
Kenny
again.
loses it again! We mentioned how Kenny was gaining spots, and now we may have just jinxed him.
I really hope.
Oh, 2 more best friends right here. Yes.
The 16
Here
and the
we go.
52, as here we go again. They battled earlier in the stage. Oh, they're gonna go side by side. Dead Dad trying to stick with him.
And
Kenny
this
may
time,
have the advantage.
And this time the battle will be for 10th on the last lap of a stage, so
That 17 truck, if Kenny and Dead Dad mess up in front of him, he can take advantage of them, of the 2 in front of him. Dead Dad
Oh.
tries to send it into the inside.
You gotta be thinking if you're Captain Dead Dad right here, this is a point that you need and Kenny won't really benefit from.
yeah, but
But
I don't mean Kenny's just gonna pull over and give it to him though.
I would say a guy like Kenny, I feel like he has a racer's mindset. He doesn't pull over for anybody. He takes all he can get, and he doesn't give much back if he can't avoid it.
he may be hot seating, but he's in race mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's pulling away from. Oh, and as I say that, he goes off in the grass.
as
Maybe-
maybe
Maybe he's just pulling off a LaFleury of moves.
the 17 can the 17 catch up to Dead Dad? I don't know if it can.
I only laugh because it's embarrassing.
I know. Somebody's got to make it light around here. Sickham's out front by 1,000 seconds.
Yeah, he's actually finished the stage. So stage 2 winner and stage 1 winner. It's going to be that 23
MTJ.
Sikkim.
Sikkim has been just, not trying to jinx him here, but I don't think anyone is going to be able to beat that truck if he gets out to the lead again.
Looks like Kenny's going to get that last point for stage points here. He's not even going to be able to finish. They're going to call it there.
Eric's Moose finishes
E5
12
tactic. They call the stage before 8th place even crosses the line. Beautiful scenes of glorious emotion.
That's when the leader's 30 seconds ahead, they're like, well, we're just gonna call the stage because there's no point in the rest of the cars finishing anymore.
So, the top guys of the stage, once Captain Deadad scrolls up, not down, thank you. Sikkim won the stage, Shaking Bacon second, Glizzy Wagons in third, Nate the Best was in fourth, so the battle was close to be fair. Terrace is fifth, Logan Aim is sixth, Marner is seventh, Eric is eighth, Jack is ninth, and Kenny LaFleur, as we saw, is in 10th. So those GMS trucks are the top two, and then the rest of the field is sort of really anybody's game as we go underway.
Small hacks and movement all pitted under stage 2, and they're trying to take advantage of the strategy. Let's see if it pays off. Back to green, Small and Hex lead them into turn 1.
How's Sikkim going to handle this?
Oh, Shaken Bait got... Hex went wide. And that's going to benefit Sikkim as he's going to take advantage. A little 2-for-1.
Logan Aim in that one. It looks like that's the 40. Who is the 40?
I believe the 40.
Oh, H-Wick, so the 45. So those two involved in that accident there coming out of turn 1.
The 10 truck off a pit. We're 4 wide back here. They were for a split second.
And the benefactor of all this, Glizzy Wagon, started the restart.
The 15 around! The 15 goes around. That is Nate. He goes around. Tough break for Nate. He was having a good run. He's still got time, though, to catch back up. Still got 20 plus laps.
Yeah, he was 3 wide for a little bit right there, so don't think that he's not trying to get back up there. He did a quick 360 and go. If you're going to do that at the beginning of the stage.
Meanwhile, at the front, here comes Sikkim. Small NASCAR fan going to hold him off as long as he can, but I'm not sure how long that is.
He shut the door on him, didn't he?
If they battle for long enough, the 38 is going to be in that battle as well.
Yeah, I was trying to say, Glizzy Wagons from 7th to 3rd on that restart.
Yep, that 38 is lurking. Smalls, they're still side by side. I don't know who led that lap. I think Small or Sikkim got it by like 1/10 of a second. Yep, here comes that 38. Here, like I said, that 38 is now into this mix as well.
Yeah, right there. I think that's just that's not what Glizzy wanted to see. If he was going to get a shot at leading a lap here, he was going to have to get past Sikkim while he was battling Small NASCAR. But now that 23's got some clean air, you can pretty much say goodbye, I feel like.
You can kiss him goodbye. A little 2-wheel moment there for Sikkim.
You know, if he stays within 15 seconds, all you need is Sikkim to speed down pit road.
That is a fair point. That can happen. We've seen that happen before.
As I mentioned earlier, I'm still a little worried about Sikkim's inability to prove to me that he can finish a race. We know he can start one off in the lead, but yet to get his first career win.
You had to have the feeling it was going to be a road course, though. I mean, he is spectacular at these things, and on a team like GMS, it was a long time coming, but if he could just put together this final pit stop and stay away from going off track, not wrecking the thing, I just think there's not going to be anybody to battle him.
Right, but as Boston says in that one song, it takes a little bit more than a feeling. As Glizzy Wagon's trying to take P2.
Glizzy gave the bumper to Small entering the last corner. And it's going to... They're still side by side. Glizzy's going to... No, not going to clear him. Small is still fighting for second. Small is going to get back that position. No, Glizzy's gonna try a crossover. It's not gonna work.
Oh, he forced
Oh,
him into a
there.
mistake. Made him go deep, and now Glizzy up second.
That sentence.
As Hex is remaining in the top 5 after Jake around in the back, I believe. I think he
This is
had
why I can't
contact
take
with
you anywhere,
somebody.
Speed.
All right. Another guy.
Like I mentioned, Hex is remaining in that top 5, but Kenny LaFleur has also worked his way into the top 5.
Yeah, some big changes for Hex and Small. We saw him battling for P12 earlier. This is still a huge in that game for guys who need points. Small with the win last week, but at the end of the day, the closer you are to that regular season trophy, the more playoffs points you probably get too. So that's even more important.
And you might be sitting 9th, but
Oh,
wow!
Kenny into the
I
back
think
of Hex accidentally, but that is going to send them both into the wall. And Small NASCAR and Mr. Hex, but I think Kenny's going to try to let them both by.
Yeah, Kenny's. That's a. Honestly,
Oh,
I know
Small
Small's
NASCAR not happy with them
He
though.
shows it.
honestly, I don't blame Kenny for letting those spots back. He completely friggin' rear-ended the 99 truck of Hex.
It's a respectful move. I mean, personally, I wouldn't have done it at that point. The wound's been opened, and you have the position.
Oh, Hex!
Around. Oh, tough. But Hex, I believe, just got loose down that straightaway. Then again, Jim, like you mentioned earlier, Sonoma and Heat 5 physics at this track are very weird, and you can just get loose. And Hex got loose.
Yeah, once you go uphill and you're turning, the truck just gets extremely light. It's their way of simulating getting on 2 wheels, but everybody and their mother knows that's just not how it works. And apparently Motorsport Games doesn't. That's exactly what happened to Hex there in turn 4.
That's not how real life NASCAR trucks drive.
The way I explained it earlier was, if you are downhill, you are Lightning McQueen on 2 wheels. If you are uphill, you are Toe Mater on the new road.
Oh my god, that's
I'll give you that one. That one's not even like a corny joke. That one's just like truth.
That was funny.
You're just speaking truth there.
You've got a little bit of a battle between Kenny, Marner, and that's a terrorist trying to get into this mix as well. Again, Marner needing as many points as he can get with the races winding down as we go throughout the season. Currently sitting 15th in points.
Yeah, like I said, he's going to need something. Every little bit helps. I've seen drivers 130 points back in the playoffs get in. He can do it. He just needs to start getting on that trend now while we still got half the regular season.
Wow. I just had my camera on Sikkim, and he just did a Tokyo drift reverse entry into the freaking carousel. That was sick.
What happened to Nate? Oh, we got Dead Dad around. Dead Dad goes around the 16. I believe Nate also either went around or got into the sand. Now he's got Logan right on his back bumper.
I don't know why Sikkim does this. I noticed he did it at Road America and Xfinity. He drifts the corners like Han from Fast and Furious.
I mean, that was awesome. I've never seen that in NASCAR Heat, but that was freaking sweet.
Being in spectator mode, you can see some pretty cool things when you spectate from when you're spectating somebody.
I mean, as we've mentioned, those corners are kind of like Lightning McQueen on 2 wheels, and if you're on 2 wheels, you're going to be lighter than the trucks on 4 wheels, which is going to make you faster.
And then,
if you can control it, it's great.
Or you're the opposite, and you're Toe Mater on the new road.
Yeah.
As Avix Moose is going to come down pit road for a pit stop.
Is Eric looking to the left, going up into turn 2 on Mr. Hex? Don't know what that's a position battle for.
We got Small and Kenny battling. Is Small gonna do what Kenny? Small gonna possibly move Kenny after accidental contact of the 99? cost small couple places.
I don't think he's going to get the chance to get back to Kenny's bumper.
Unless Kenny makes a mistake. But as well as I said that, he somewhat makes a mistake.
I mean, that's no small task, but he's getting up there.
Marner also somewhat trying to get into that battle. Probably not gonna get up there right away. Oh, Small goes to the. Oh, Small sends it in, and it's not gonna work, unfortunately. Marner's gonna take advantage as well.
He hit the curbs right there, got him too loose.
Yeah, you hit the curbs at Sonoma, especially going into the section they're in now. It's gonna lose a couple spots.
There's one thing that good road course racers know how to do, and it even translates on NASCAR Heat 5, and that's to know which curbs you can abuse and which ones are going to send your truck sideways. I think Small NASCAR is attacking every single curb, but some of them aren't flat enough to do so. Some of them are just going to put you on two wheels and send you for a joyride.
Yeah, that is a very good point.
Yeah, I feel like the best. I feel like the best example, before I got cut off there by my parents, is probably AJ Allmendinger. He knows more than anybody in real life what curbs to use just because he's got so much experience. And Small, he needs to learn that.
Yeah, I'm going to go on board Sikkim right here and see what he does in that same corner that Small NASCAR did, because I guarantee he is not going to hit this curb on exit. He's going to avoid it. He is it wide, keeps his momentum up. Yeah, that's kind of how you do it.
Sikkim may be the first one, but it's no new road for him.
As you see, Sikkim somewhat is riding the curbs, but you can't do that. You just gotta make sure you're not hitting the wrong curb, and it'll spin you.
He's got to be really careful. The only thing that worries me, and the thing I could see happening, and we've seen it happen in the past with really good drivers, is that they will get on the brakes there heading into the final hairpin, and they're going to just lose the car to the left and hit that pit road entry. I mean, it is very easy to do. Those tires stick out, and the wonky physics of this game, you don't know which way your car or truck is going to go when you lift off the gas. So Sikkim just has to be cognizant of that and maybe leave a little more space, because that's something that could definitely happen.
Yeah, that happens, and Sikkim won't be a happy camper if that would have happened.
Yeah, and you know, I was gonna check and see how many laps were left in the race, but that's when Captain Dead Dad decided to head to pit road, of course. So I have no idea.
As Shake is, I believe, running third behind the 38, and then you've got Kenny right behind Shake.
Shake!
As I say that, Shake gets really loose, and now Kenny's gonna be right there.
Don't you love that he hit an invisible wall over there?
I've
literally nothing out there, but he's gonna destroy the right side of his truck because of.
Yeah, there's just an invisible wall there. I mean, I guess it protects you from possibly flipping over the barrier, but I mean.
Yeah, invisible walls are great.
Yeah, especially.
Do love me an invisible wall.
Yeah. You just be minding your own business and you then just hit an invisible wall.
My favorite one is one at Dover.
Oh yeah, that's a really good one.
As I now know that Cap has 15 laps to go, so that'll be 14 for Sikkim. And I also know that Cap is a real genius because he decided to wait until he was still one lap short to hit pit road. So shout out to Captain Dead Dad for not waiting an extra lap when he had tons of fuel left. Don't know what we're really doing here.
There's no really battles going on, so I guess we're just kind of coming up with our own conversation at this point.
Yeah, it was about this time last season where I started making fun of how awful the track looked. I remember I said that about Sonoma because it is one of the worst looking racetracks on the game. But I guess we can talk about the positives this time. Like what looks good to y'all?
I'll give Sonoma in this game some credit. The dead grass is realistic. The course penalties here aren't as
Facts.
absurd as the Indy Road course, so I'll give
But
it that.
but just look at that sky, man. I mean, that looks like it's straight out of a game from
Oh,
like
the
2000.
99 of Hex is, and he's, I don't know if he's spinning, but he's into the sand. He's
And one
gonna lose
thing
the spot.
about Sonoma I
Possibility.
do like is every part of the track except for the carousel part.
Boy, I tell you, some of these trees don't even look like freaking trees at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
really.
I'm sorry, Sonoma. These trees somewhat don't look like trees, though. They
It
just
almost
look like they're standing there.
These trees are so bad. Looking at it almost feels like treason.
uh,
I should be paid to be up here with you.
Facts, but we shall be getting paid.
You should be paying me for coming up with this stuff naturally, man.
But of course, we are unpaid employees for the Hennessy Performance Racing League here. We are volunteers.
I don't know what you're
Yep.
on about. I'm the assistant to the executive vice president of talent relations at Hendrick
Oh,
Motorsports.
okay. Well, in that case, I guess Jim could be the executive of RFK Racing then.
Oh, no. I do nothing for that team. I should do a lot more. But that's all ball stick.
Yeah.
Moral of the story: don't ask for a trade from a team you have say in if you don't want.
I think I just saw the 44 take the old layout. I mean, we did call this Infineon. He actually took the old layout.
I mean, but hey,
That was awesome.
We're throwing it back to 2008.
I mean, there's an infinite amount of ways to go on about this track, but I don't know if I'd go that way.
Yeah, I
say
wouldn't
some of
actually
this-
try the Infineon layout because I think there's a gigantic wall heading into the old turn 5. So I would not do that. I think it would probably total your truck.
Maybe we should test that theory and go like
He went-
180 into that wall.
He went to infinity and beyond with that Infineon.
Infinity and beyond.
You're trying too hard.
I do that.
Yeah, see, if he tries taking the Infineon layout right here, like, it would be sick. Just keep going straight. Yeah, in real life, they don't block that off. There is no fire truck over there. I don't know why this game has that. This is blasphemy.
Why do we have a fire truck just sitting in the middle?
Why don't we allow that to be open racetrack? Because,
What
like,
do you mean, man? That's fire.
Hey, I wonder what would happen if like one of us just went straight on into the fire truck.
You hit an invisible wall. So
I don't think good things would happen.
You hit an
Probably
invisible
not,
wall,
no.
and you see what your radiator looks like on the inside.
It'll get to the point where your engine will just fall out of your truck.
Speaking of it getting to the point, I see lap trucks in front of the 23.
As the 15 and the 20 are gonna battle for your position.
That means that these trucks in front of Sikkim have lost up to 1 minute and 34 seconds of time.
God, worry.
You know they're having a good time. Looks like they might be two Thor Sport trucks. No, they aren't. That's Captain Dead Dad and the 13 of
Jack.
Captain
Jack.
Yeah, Captain Jack.
Yeah, they're feeling.
As a man,
feeling
talk about
more like
talk
Tomater
about
on
the
the new
skies.
road. A little less like Lightning McQueen on 2 wheels.
Let's see if Jack just lets Sikkim by or if he's gonna fight him here.
I don't think Jack is a let people buy type, but I think he's enough
Oh,
respect to do so
Tenda
eventually.
gonna take a Fenda to his Fenda. Get around him. Do not wreck.
Captain Jack's not making it easy on the leader Sikkim.
I don't think he's trying to block. I think he's just trying to hold his line and not wreck in front of the leader.
I wouldn't be surprised if Sikkim pulled a Dale Earnhardt and just intimidated him out of the way.
Oh, Captain, my Captain. Which one is better?
If you're Sikkim right now, you just gotta take no risks. You probably have like a 10-second lead. Just don't wreck this thing.
It would be nice if we could tell, but 704 and Heat 5 decided not to give us a leaderboard. So
Well, for
we just have
reference,
to guess.
they're not on the same straightaway, and I would presume that straightaway is at least 5 to 8 seconds.
Oh, now Dead Dad and Jack are side by side, as I think Jack's just gonna let Sikkim go, as he will.
Yeah, Jack's a classy guy. He doesn't, as a lap truck, he will not battle you. I don't think any of that was meant on purpose. I think he was just trying to not wreck.
The question is, I mean, which captain is better? Do you think it's Jack or Dead Dad?
Well, in about 10 laps, you're going to find out because those two are going head to head right now.
Oh, stay tuned.
For P13.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for the main event.
So to put that in perspective, that means Shake has lapped 8 drivers at a road course. Or not Shake, Sick.
Sikkim, yes.
Yeah, we got.
I see a GMS truck in the lead, and I immediately go to Shake.
Oh, speak of Shake, he's on pit road.
I mean, you can make it on fuel now, because the fuel is 15 laps. I don't know why Captain took the fuel is 15 laps, so let's pit with 16 to go, but that's
I think Bro just didn't want to do any more laps.
He said, I'm done. He said, I'm done.
I guess.
Had to take potty break or something.
Talk about the beautiful blue sky in California right now. It's very nice.
Yeah, you know, kind of matches the blue on Sickham's truck. Maybe it was just meant to be.
You know, they had a tornado in LA today.
Oh, yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah, it's like 30 degrees or something. They had a tornado.
Damn. Even being on the West Coast, you get tornadoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and hopefully our good buddy in that area, who's, I believe, is doing race control right now. Always Joker is okay.
I think he's doing just fine seeing his GMS trucks up front.
Oh, I think he's on pins and needles. I think he shares a similar opinion to me. We both love Sikkim, but we believe we need to see more proof that he can finish these races, and we're coming to that time. On pit road, is he going to speed? Is he going to make a mistake, or is he finally going to do what he's been talking about doing for over 2 seasons?
I mean, he really just has to baby it in there. He doesn't need to push. Doesn't need to push anything, really. Just stay on the racetrack. Don't wreck it. And he'll be taking home his first win in Hennessy.
And another thing about Sikkim that multiple people believe, I feel like Sikkim is one of those guys, and I've seen this places, where they get one win, their first win, and then all of a sudden those wins just start coming easier. Like it just, you know, like it, even like Fistbuster, right? Cup Series, took him a while to get his first win. And then last season he goes off for a 50% win ratio.
We call that taking the lid off the rim in basketball. When, nobody can hit a shot, then all of a sudden you decide, all right, someone's going to hit a 3, now the next person's going to hit a 3, and then all of a sudden it just opens up. And I think that's exactly what Sikkim needs.
And then all of a sudden everybody is Wardell Stephen Curry the second.
Yep. It's a whole confidence booster, and it's something Sikkim really needs, because after all of the races that he has lost, he needs something positive. He's got to hit pit road right here.
And here we go. Make sure you get on the speed limit. Don't want to make that mistake.
Yeah, Sikkim is having a dominant race. He sits 6th in points right now, so this win is going to boost him up, hopefully, in that truck's standings.
It's a real shame, because honestly, don't know. I just don't know. I know one thing. If he does hold on, you might get the most excited version of Sikkim you've heard probably ever. Last time I really heard Sikkim, besides an interview, was him belting out the loudest scream I've ever heard at Gateway. I assume it's going to be something similar to that, but in a more positive...
If we can hold on, we will see how Sikkim reacts when we give him an interview.
Yeah. At the end of the day, though, as Kobe Bryant said, job's not finished.
Job is not finished. He's still got a couple laps to get through. We can't start celebrating yet.
As Joker says, he's celebrating.
He's celebrating. Oh, and he just blew it. I'm just kidding.
He had such a fast truck at Canadian Tire, and then had so many mistakes that took him out of contention for that one. I think he may have even sped on pit road in that one, but I mean, he was so fast there.
As of right now, the leader is Marner, and I'm starting to wonder if Marner... I don't think it's possible. I could be stretching out hardcore here, right? right.
I mean, I don't think how many because what you're 15
Yep.
for a
We still have
field
like
goal.
But
6 laps to go.
I don't
if
if
if you're
if
saving for
Marner
nearly
saved.
20 laps,
Here comes
no,
Marnes.
he's not. Okay. But
I was
Eric,
gonna say if Marner managed to save that and win, then that's one of the boldest strategies I've probably ever seen in a road course.
I don't know who's pitted yet and who's not.
Yeah, we're just going to see what it cycles out to on Captain Dead Dad's stream.
Yeah. It's going to take an hour because everybody's so spread out. Usually now is when Fox would go to break.
Yeah, that's the problem with road courses is you don't really get tight action. It just kind of gets spread out as the race goes on.
Which, I mean, to be fair, that does signify that it was a good race. It was a skill-based
Yeah,
race.
I prefer this so much over the caution fests
As
and what
Jake
we've
is,
had in some of the Xfinity races.
I just switched the
Like
fighting now and he's force
Xfinity
whacking.
Darlington,
Sikkim
Xfinity
takes the lead.
Darlington for example.
I mean, I can't complain about that race. I don't have a right to.
Speed did win, so I
Yeah.
mean he has no right to complain
That was
about
a
that.
pretty
But
good week, you know?
you won Canadian Tire, and then you go to win Xfinity
Yeah.
at Darlington.
Now I'm not going to win for the rest of the season, and I'm going to choke a Final Four appearance. Woohoo for me. All right.
We'll come back on that quote, and if Speed makes the Final Four, we'll come back to this.
Yeah.
There's not really much. I mean, but Jake is, I believe he spawned or wrecked.
Jake's been
'Cause
bushwhacking for about a lap and a half.
He's got heavy damage to that front end. You could probably almost see that the radiator is probably about to almost fall out of his truck.
And
So
we know Captain did that is a lap down. He just
No.
hit 7.
Yeah, I think he's a lap down.
Is he still a lap down? I don't even know anymore.
Pretty sure. How far
If
is he
he's
ahead of
not,
Sikkim?
like half a track.
Yeah, I think he's already been lapped then.
Regardless, Sikkim's at least 6 to go, maybe 5. We don't really know. Thank you, 7 and 4 games.
there's somewhat of a battle between the 30 and the 24. That's like the only battle going on the track right now.
Yeah, and this is probably for about P8. If I had to guess.
If I had to guess, it's for a top 10 spot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but
Yeah, Eric's
Don't
going to
know
be
exactly
unable to
what the
go.
position is, but-
Eric's going to be unable to go back to victory lane here at Sonoma. He went here last year, I believe he won it. But Sikkim stepped up.
to be
He
fair, though, I
battled
didn't
him
really
last year too.
expect it. Eric, I think it's safe to say that he's putting in his practice for tomorrow. Come tune in for that. 7:30 Eastern,
Yeah,
as long as
both
nobody's putting it back.
both the Xfinity and the Cup guys go to Mid Ohio tomorrow.
I myself have put in a lot of practice to counteract Mr. 4 a.m. and I'm hoping that works. As
Mr.
the
4 a.m.
over there.
The 17 truck is into the sand.
Who the heck is Mr. 4 a.m.?
Eric,
Ah,
somebody sent a screenshot of him on Heat 4 at 4 a.m. So now he's Mr. 4 a.m.
Yeah, I've been practicing a little bit throughout the day, but probably do
Sources
some more
say-
tomorrow. And
Sources say he got up at 4 a.m. to practice for school.
Marner is just kind of I'm sitting behind Eric right now.
Sikkim, he's definitely under 5 to go now.
Oh, Eric is caught up to Shake and Bake.
a lot of
Yeah.
front end damage on Shake's truck. That happened from before the last pit stop, so I don't know where that came from. But
I wonder if he
don't know
had,
if don't know if he repaired it or not.
If I had to guess, probably from the restart, I don't know if you guys remember, but Shake got door slammed on the restart and ended up falling from the truck who was right behind Sikkim in second all the way to
Oh yeah, and then he
this
fell to
battle.
like he went from like fourth on the restart to like 10th.
So
I don't know if
have to
he hit
presume
anything through
around
that though.
I mean, he didn't have to hit anything, but he definitely probably hit someone for that much damage.
So Eric is looking to get by that two of Shake.
Ooh,
Oh,
sets in
Shake
there.
on two wheels. Again, that turn that they just came out of, that very notorious for getting on two wheels almost every
That's,
single time.
I'm gonna start calling that the Lightning McQueen carousel.
Might as well.
Here
I
comes
mean,
Toe Mater on the new road for this corner. And this spot, you're usually McQueening it if you hit the curbs hard enough.
Eric, hit the curb, got on a little bit of a
So I
wheel.
think
A little bit,
is Glizzy still second?
I
I believe
believe
so.
so, yeah. I
Okay.
believe
How
so.
about that for
These two
Glizzy?
head into a battle. Two wheels,
How
one
about
last time,
that?
Lightning McQueen. And
Oh,
now your
Eric.
first one on the new
Oh,
road.
Eric and Shake side by side. Shake is gonna hold him off as they cross or come around the last turn and pass the start finish line.
Yeah,
And I'm
big.
excited, folks.
This is going to be a big win for Sikkim, but this is also going to be a big confidence builder for Glizzy. I know that he was looking for a good run, and this one's definitely going to get him up there. I think he did well at Eldora. I didn't watch it, but I think he did well there.
Yeah,
And he's
Glizzy's
going to follow it
been
up with top 5, top 3 at Sonoma.
yeah, good run for Glizzy. He's been talking all day about how he felt pretty good going into this race.
Since we're talking about Glizzy, I'll mention that when we went over truck points earlier, I noticed that he is not even in the playoffs right now, so he needs second place.
This is gonna be a good points day for Glizzy. As where's he in? Yeah, he's below the cut line, obviously. Probably like 16th or 14th, if I had to take a guess.
Um,
Oh, Shake trying to get back to that 30s back bumper.
Yeah, the handle has fallen off on Shake, and I remember this from last season at Sonoma. He had the same issue where the very long run, his truck would just fall off. I think he's having that same issue tonight.
There's Glizzy entering this race was 13th in points. So,
oh,
gonna be a good points day.
okay, it's just a lag spike.
You saw that too?
For a second on my screen, Sikkim just ate it for a hot second. I
Oh,
was
no,
like,
he didn't eat it. He just did another drift.
for a second, I thought Sikkim just choked the
And
bag on the last
Jim is really enjoying watching Sikkim
Well, I
drift
don't know
around
if
these
it's the last
turns.
lap.
It
I don't know
seems.
how his tires are holding on, man. I think these tires are probably screaming at him from drifting every single corner.
Dude, like I said, he's Han from Fast and Furious, man. He's just drifting like crazy. It's unbelievable. But he's holding it.
Oh, incredible truck control.
Like Jim said earlier, when he was watching the onboard, he was he was enjoying watching Sikkim drift around the turns like he was.
See if he does it
Drifting
again.
like Tokyo.
Nah, he's pretty collected down in the final hairpin, but going through that carousel, man, he is Tokyoing it through there.
Well,
I think
that
this
was
is
not the last
2
lap.
or 1 to go. Maybe 2 to go.
Yep, it's
I really wish I could go back on Cap Stream, but again, Twitch is wonderful, so you know.
Twitch. At least on YouTube, you can go back and figure out what exactly happened.
Twitch is so bad it's gonna make me start twitching. Here we go.
Yeah, it's kind of a road course week for all the Hennessy guys. Xfinity and Cup versus Mid Ohio tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if YB's up for the challenge of beating Joker tomorrow, because Joker, I mean, he basically lapped the entire field, it felt like. I mean, he was ridiculous at Mid-Ohio last season.
I don't even know if it's Joker. My eyes are on Chibi. The season he's having, I think he's
Chibi,
arrived.
yeah, Chibi was there with Joker. He was the only guy that was within, arm's length of him.
If he
Chibi's
was
had a
there
good season.
last season with the season he's running this season, I would watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, early on, those JGR cars of YB and Chibi have been dominant.
Cap just hit 2 to go on his stream, which is
Okay,
so
this-
late.
So
gonna
this
be
is
one to
either
go.
the last corner or the last lap, one of the two.
Well, we'll find out.
Looks like the
I think
last
it's
lap, he's still going full
looks
send.
like it's 1 to go for Sikkim.
1 to go, sponsored by anybody willing to pay. Here we go.
Sponsored by California's Blue Skies.
Dicklom, as I call him, in the parties. He's been waiting for this for over a year and a half. I've
This is
been
gonna
poking
be
at
a
him
big.
every day in these parties. He's finally gets up high on himself, and I say, Sikkim, talk to me when you get a truck win. Here he is. On the last lap, out in front by a mile, going for that first truck win.
Last week at O'Doyle, I couldn't remember where Sikkim finished, but this is gonna be a big confidence booster for that 23 truck.
It's been a long time coming. He has been up front in so many freaking races. And finally,
Yeah, I
he's
think
just going to
it's
strike gold here. I mean, he put in a lot of effort, a lot of work for this one. So you've got to give him all the credit in the world.
This win is well deserved. I'm pretty sure he led every lap, but like one, he won both the stages.
1 or 2, because I think Small led like a lap. I think. Could be
Sikkim
wrong.
coming into the
Final
this
few
slow
turns.
corner. I would say
Sikkim.
this final turn, he blows the corner, but it doesn't
He
matter
blows the
anyway.
corner. Sikkim, out of the last corner, he's gonna win
He can
at
come talk to
Sonoma.
me because he finally won a truck race.
He went at Sonoma, aka Infineon, as we go back to 2008.
He really went infinity and beyond with that run.
Well deserved win for Sikkim.
And yet another win for GMS on a road course.
Yeah.
Another one.
Joker is probably really happy right now with the GMS
Joker,
trucks.
Riley, Speed, all the guys in the camp, they are celebrating.
And to be honest, I don't know if I'm celebrating or not. This puts on a little pressure. I mean, us JRM boys haven't been as good as the GMS boys. A little team competition. This is gonna sick of winning means all the pressure's on me.
You always love those team competition between your teams.
I just watched small NASCAR fan completely overcorrect at the start-finish line and eat that outside barrier. I think that's Terrace got that position from him out of it. Oh, we got a couple battles going on. Some movement trying to get around. Oh, and movement just got a penalty.
Nice.
Nope. No penalty. Just lost it off the final corner.
We didn't see enough movement from him.
Goodness, we got battle. They're still battling back here. That's Captain Jack and well, that's Jake. Jake is not on that lap, so.
That dad just ate it before he got the line, but he did lose the spot.
Did he lose a spot?
No, but he. Oh my word. I just don't even know anymore.
Sonoma brings out the best in us.
Who the heck even got second? Do we know?
I think Glizzy, right?
Glizzy got P3. I believe Glizzy.
Oh, Glizzy got P3. Was it Kenny in
So
P2?
who the heck got P2?
I think Kenny got P2.
Nah, we need to confirm before we
No,
just...
actually, I think Kenny was behind. I don't even know.
There is the man of the hour, Sikkim. Dominant performance here at Sonoma.
As a Logan is
Because he gets ready to do a burnout, but he doesn't because this game doesn't allow you to.
As Logan is contemplating to never put this track on the schedule again.
Honestly, that's completely fair. I mean, Sikkim just showed us that this track is apparently the Sikkim expedition anyway.
Kenny ended up running the fastest lap.
I have no idea who finished where besides Sikkim. Obviously.
I'll ask in the Discord. I'll ask who finished P2.
I mean, Sikkim, since we got you here, do you know who finished second and third? Help us out a little bit. Good talk.
Do we have Sikkim in here? Are you sure?
I thought we had. Oh, no, we don't.
Yeah, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, Kenny got P2. Kenny got P2.
Wow. I could have sworn notification.
I guess Kenny did get P2.
Well, now I got to invite Sikkim. to the party.
Sikkim. Now Speed
Well,
finally gets to interview Sikkim after winning a race.
a little bit of disparity there in the top three, though, or parity, excuse me. You had a GMS truck win, JGR truck gets second, and then RFK in third.
Okay, so Glizzy, it was Sikkim, Kenny, and Glizzy himself were the top three.
Kenny, really, that nice rebound for him. He was battling for
Really
13th
is.
at a point in time, and
I
And then
know.
you had
That's what I last saw.
GMS, JGR, and RFK in top three.
I can get Sikkim. I don't know about um Kenny. I don't think I have him. And who's the other one?
Glizzy wagons.
Yeah, there's no way I have that guy on my friends list.
All right. Well, don't Sikkim, hold off for just a second. I'm gonna have to go blue screen here and get a couple people in here.
um, I'm gonna say no, just because I don't think I, I don't know. I just don't think that's permitted. Yeah, but that was a little different
Sikkim, I am
scenario.
curious, how far ahead were you when you were leading? Damn, that's yeah. I
Um,
figured it. I figured it was about 30 seconds.
where, where, oh, where? What's Glizzy Wagon's PSN even? Like,
I think it's just Glizzy Wagons 30. Oh, I think he's got him.
I either
I
couldn't add Kenny or I couldn't add Shake, but one of the two I could not add.
added Kenny. I believe I added him to this chat.
did you
10
add
4.
Kenny? Yes, you did add Kenny. So we're just waiting now. Um, while we're waiting, I guess we might as well get started. Shake, you were first by apparently over 30 seconds. I've been telling you for weeks that come talk to me when you get a truck win. Well,
You
talk
said
to me, man.
Shake.
How was the truck win? Yeah, I know. Okay. Oh, everybody's nothing now. Okay. Any questions for a winner? Okay. Or, I believe. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Well, I
What?
can't lie, for half of it, it was a bit of a parking lot, but once I was able to get out of that, I was able to get in my groove and, I, kept out there. But for the most part, I was just kind of stuck behind everyone.
I mean, do we even need to do Kenny's interview now? I mean,
Wait.
Sikkim pretty much just
I'm confused. Did we just
we're
have the race winner give
I was
interviews?
I was
Whoa, wait.
asking if Jim
Oh,
or
okay.
Slick had any questions for Sikkim, but apparently Sikkim's.
Hey, I mean, if Sikkim wants to do our job, if
Yeah,
Sikkim
go
wants to
go
do
ahead and
our
do our
job this
jobs
week,
for us, man.
go ahead, go ahead.
What about the fastest lap? Yeah, once you get into that clean air, when no one's bothering you, I just get into my rhythm and, lap after lap, I went going lower and lower. I think I had 2 laps under 132. I think it was two. The second to last lap is when I got the point 0.6 though. I was really pushing, just to try to steal it. Because I figured you could have something really fast like that too.
I'm here. Um, to be honest, I thought we were going to finish somewhere in the top 10, and we saw a bunch of people wreck out. What I noticed with a lot of the front runners that were good on lap times where they weren't able to consistently do race pace, and that's something I wanted to practice on at the very least. And since I didn't have to worry about filler tires compared to Canadian Tire, I figured it would be an easier way to, just finish in the top 5. Get some good points, and I'm happy to say we got a good points day out of today. Or me.
I mean, you pretty much hit the hammer on the head for me.
Yeah, Sikkim, I have a question for you. How's it feel? This is your first win. I mean, you've been getting really close to these wins since last season. And it feels like you've been basically itching for this one. Sonoma once again, broke course. How's it feel? Uh-oh. I will wait in awkward silence for it.
Sikkim, stage 1 winner,
Just
stage 2 winner.
we'll just see here.
Stage 1 winner, stage 2 winner, race winner,
My only
interviewer, and
question
good at using technology.
for Sikkim is how? We pulled away by so much. I was like, it's not even a race for first, it's a race for second from here on out. Dude, that was impressive, I'm not gonna lie.
I had to do what Eric did to me last season. This is a don't mean to.
Okay, first off, Sikkim, we have 2 copyright
All
strikes.
right.
That could be 3. We don't need to be banned here.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
don't need any copyright strikes.
As long as it's less than 10 seconds.
We don't need no copyright. No copyright.
I just want
strike.
you to know, Sikkim, that Susan does not care. Thank you.
Damn. Oh.
Yeah, it's someone new now. Yeah, it's someone new.
Hope it's not Mark Zuckerberg.
Alrighty, well, congratulations on your win, Sikkim, and congratulations, Glizzy P3, Kenny P2. We will see y'all next week. And
Appreciate
Shake
it.
and Bake,
Yeah,
Shake and Bake getting
yeah.
fourth. I see you too.
There you go, Shake. There's your
Yeah, good. Yep. Good win, Sikkim. Good P2 Kenny and P3 Glizzy and Shake with a P4.
All right,
Is that
Speed,
it, guys?
all you to sign us off. Get us ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, so tomorrow, Xfinity, as long as it's not delayed, you'll see me at the normal time, 7:30, Mid-Ohio. Hopefully that race is a little closer than what we just saw, the Sigma Expedition 200. And then after that is the Cup race. Hoping to see a close battle there as well between guys like maybe Jim. You never know. Jim's very quiet, and then all of a sudden pops over to left field. Joker will be there. JB will be there. YB Beta, maybe Beta. We never know. But
Interesting punch by Speed.
as for tonight, that is all. Hope you enjoyed the race and have a good Wednesday night.